As you mentioned in your previous speech, that you want to put up a wall, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But the wall doesn't stop people coming from underground, and it doesn't stop people using visas. Can you explain
the wall would stop most of the people that are trying to get it.
Yes. But can you explain what you would do in order to stop people with visas, and what would you do to stop people from coming underground?
Border Patrol.
Okay, but that doesn't stop people with visas. What would you do to stop people?
I don't know how to stop people with visas, but I'm not trying to stop everybody. I'm saying I'm for deportation of people that they get. If they catch people, I'm for deportating them.
So, but you're not trying to stop people from coming in, even though it leads to the same concept.
I'm stopping people from coming in. If you build a better wall.
You just stated that you're not trying to stop people with visas.
I said if we don't get the ones with visas, that's a couple we miss. But if there's 100% of people getting in, we can still stop some of them. And if we stop more now, then I think that would stop a lot of people from wanting to come over here.
As long as we have a good economy, I don't think people would want to stop from coming over here. So they're still going to try, and they're going to find other ways. They can use boats to go around.
Okay, but then we could find ways to stop that in the future. But I'm just saying we could build a wall now,
We'll waste our money on a wall,
yes.
And then So yes, we're going to waste our money.
No,
okay.
I'm not saying we're wasting our
now.
money, but I don't care if you I don't care. You asked me a question.
That was a statement. That wasn't a question.
No, you asked me. I don't care.
I said
I don't care. I'm talking.
You finished your question.
And then you said, oh, so you'd
like to waste money on.
But you said yes. In the previous one that 40% of people were smuggling, and 40% and 60% were jumping over the wall. If we stop 60% of the 40 of the 100 that were coming in.
As you keep going back to this, we're not actually stopping 60% because there's people coming from not just Mexico and Canada. There are people coming from Europe using a boat, people coming from Cuba using a boat, and you didn't mention about how to stop them, and you didn't mention how to stop people with visas. That's more than 40%. That is also more than 50%.
You were on the. How much is it since you got the facts?
I don't have the.
Thank you. Bam. Got you. What's up with
Okay. Hello, my name is Tremaine from National University, and I am against deportation. First off, I would like to mention that immigration can help a nation. I proved this by stating the $7 billion, mentioning about the $7 billion that immigrants lose due to taxes but can't get back because of their fake social security numbers. And I would also like to mention how AJ stated I pick one whether someone's coming in over the border or whether someone's coming in using a visa. But the Mexicans, Canadians, and everybody else immigrating is also doing the exact same thing, but they're also coming in using a boat. And when they're using their visas, this is not just 40% and it's not just the 60% because you're not stopping all of that 60%. Also, another reason why we should allow illegal immigrants is that statistically proven that Americans don't want these jobs as seasonal workers doing this labor for when they can get another job doing less labor and make the same exact amount of money. That's why when we have illegal immigrants come here and do these jobs, like picking fruit and all of this other stuff, they're losing money by getting their checks to a fake social security number, but also they're helping us out with our crops and they're helping out the farmers. I would also like to mention in the cross-examination how AJ talked about a tighter border, but it has also had an opposite effect, when people come here, they stay here for a longer term and look for year-round jobs instead of coming here, taking a job, and then leaving. This is saying that tighter border patrol is keeping immigrants in the United States rather than letting them here and come back. I do agree with AJ though that we need to deport those who are a threat to our government and our nation, but also there are Americans here that are also a threat, but they're not being deported and they're in jails, but there's still plenty of more out there. That's it.
Okay.
Now, AJ is going to continue with the cross-examination by the affirmative candidate of the negative constructive speech. Go ahead, AJ.
Okay, you said Canadians and all of them are coming over here on boats. How many of those people, what percentage of immigrants are coming on boat and all that?
As I stated before, I don't know the percentage.
Then how can you say they're coming on boat and all that if you don't know percentage?
Because I know that there are people coming on boats in other ways. I'm not saying that I know the percentage, but I'm saying if there are people going this way, then you're not stopping all of that 60% that you're talking about.
You know Border Patrol involves boats as well, right?
Actually, Border Patrol doesn't involve
Border Patrol does have boats. Border Patrol does have boats, and it's a fact.
Okay, but as you stated before, you would like to waste your money on building a wall, which you have to go all the way from one side of America to another side of America and do that on both sides. Would you like to also do that where the water is as well?
Doesn't mean there's not going to be boats still. Just because I'm building the wall doesn't mean there's still not going to be boats out there.
Okay.
Okay, next question. You said immigrants can get less hardworking jobs and get paid more. What jobs are those?
I just said picking fruit, as they work for farmers, doing all of this stuff that Americans don't want to do because it's labor intensive, and they want to do the less hard work and get the exact same amount of money that the immigrants.
So
do.
you're saying a legal person can take over, someone who isn't supposed to be here can take someone else's job and do their job just because.
Well, actually, I didn't state.
Wait, no, you're interrupting me.
Okay.
Because the person who stays is legal is not going to work for that amount of money in that time.
Okay, as I stated, they don't want to do these jobs. So if they don't want to do these jobs, then there is nobody actually doing these jobs, and there is one person doing more work than if we have a bunch of immigrants come here and they work and they make money off of it, but they're making four of them can make the amount of money that one person would make because people don't want to do that for a low price like the immigrants do.
So you're saying you might as well just let all the immigrants in and just take everybody's jobs, since they do it so much better. You're just pretty much telling me you should let them all in.
Well, actually, I didn't state that. Now you're twisting my words, and don't interrupt me because I'm still talking. I said they're doing the jobs that they're doing the jobs that Americans don't want to do. They're not doing all of the jobs that Americans are doing. They're doing the ones that they're not doing. I'm not saying, hey, let's bring all the. No, I'm still
talking. What jobs are they not doing?
I'm still talking.
What jobs are they not doing?
I'm still talking. And as you said, don't interrupt me.
Okay, go ahead.
They're still coming in, and they're doing the jobs that Americans don't want to do. So, if Americans don't want to do these jobs, who's left to do these jobs if we don't have immigration?
You done?
Yes.
Okay, now what jobs do Americans not want to do?
I just told you. It's seasonal labor.
That's
as in
job.
Working for a farm. Actually, it's a whole bunch. It's not like there's just one job doing seasonal labor. It's all over America. It's picking cotton, growing fruit, picking fruit. It's also it's growing all of these crops that America needs that Americans aren't doing.
Okay, so you don't want none of the Americans here, you want all the immigrants here, because that's what you're pretty much saying. You're saying that immigrants would do all the jobs that Americans don't want to do, and they'll do it better.
No, I said they'll do it for less money, and they'll do these jobs. I didn't say, hey, let's bring all the immigrants here. You keep going to this fact, but I don't know why, because I'm not saying let's go put immigrants in business, or I'm saying let's keep the immigrants here that are doing work and not doing wrong for this country, but they're doing work for a lower price so we don't have to pay them, and this is also helping us out.
But the problem is we have laws, and as soon as you cross that border, you committed a felony. Now you're stuck in our job. But you're saying that illegal people should be doing our jobs. But just because they're paying less, but they're still illegal. Nonetheless, they're still illegal. We're illegal, and they're not. They should not be in our country.
I said that they're staying here. I'm saying this is why I'm not against deportation. This is why, because they're coming here and they're doing jobs that we don't want to do. So if they're coming here doing jobs that we don't want to do and we don't deport them, it's because they're doing something for us as well.
Well, I know a lot of people that do the same jobs. It's just because usually when you see immigrants doing those jobs. What was that about? Oh, you want to say? Oh. Just because you see immigrants doing that job